Alright, these are top 5 AD carries in Season 5. I'm going to start off with a couple honorable mentions really quickly. Really just one, and then we'll get into it. So, honorable mention here is, where is he? Anti-win. It's Varus. So Varus, he's good. He's not as good as an AD carry right now. He's a mid laner right now because his Q is massive poke. So he won't be on this list. His win rate actually isn't that good. I just thought I'd point him out because he's getting popular, but it's not as an AD carry. So all right, now we go on to the list. At number 5, we have Draven. It's the League of Draven. The reason is he probably snowballs faster and harder than any other AD carry in the game. Because of his passive. So his passive stacks up when you get CS and catch his axes. Um, and because of that, he can buy items a lot quicker if he gets kills. Um, and he's nice in team fights, and he does a lot of damage with his spinning axes if you know what you're doing. Side is nice kind of CC. It's not an engage like some AD carries. It's just a thing to get them off you kind of thing. And then Whirling Death is a nice little global ult on top of all of it. He's just pure damage, and he's really good at it. At number 4, let's see if I can easily find this character. There it is. It's Vayne. Vayne. A lot of people like Vayne. Um, She kind of has a tough laning phase, but especially right now with all the tanks in the game, like Gragas, Sejuani, for example. In the top lane, we have like Gnar. She's really good with Silver Bolts at taking down tanks. Not to mention in team fights, it's a little harder to assassinate her if she's protected and stuff because she can go invisible, so you can't target her as easily. Uh, and she actually has a stun, which is nice. And if you get a stun on someone, they're pretty much dead. So overall, Vayne's very high damage. Very probably the one that can carry the most out of all these guys, but your lane is really weak, so it kind of hurts her. But overall, she's really good. The reason her lane is kind of weak is unlike other AD carries that rush Infinity Edge, Vayne doesn't rush Infinity Edge. She goes Blade of the Rune King, which gives her less damage and more killing of tanks, so she's better in team fights. Alright, next we have at number 3. Guess I could I'll type it in. It's Jinx. So Jinx, kind of a newer character. Not that new now, but really good pretty much at all stages of the game. One team, even if you get behind in a team fight with Switcheroo or your Rocket, you can get back into the game. Rocket does a lot of damage. It can help you get fed if your lane's really quiet and you just ult across the map. Zap is really long range. She possibly has the longest. Yeah, she has the longest range out of anyone on this list with her Switcheroo. Gives increased attack range and AoE. Switcheroo is really good in team fights because of the AoE damage. And Zap is good. Flame Chopper is useful for uh, getting a tank off you, like you can see here with the Vi. And Gexai is really good in cleaning up a team fight, so you get the attack speed. It's really good at taking down. She's really good at taking down towers as well with her switcheroo, because the attack speed on her thing and her range, so you can switch back and forth whatever you need. So you can poke it with the cannon mode, or you can take it down quickly if no one's defending it with the the machine gun mode. Yeah, so she's one of my favorites as well. But yes, that's it. Moving on to number 2, the recent patch that came in has made this character number 2. She would be number 1 but she has a slight nerf, so I'm gonna take her down to number two. She would have been number one, but she's number two now. So Ash, they made changes to her. She's really good now. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is a crazy good skill. It's a good engage. It helps. It can be good across the map if you just want to farm. But the thing is, that's what she was good at before. But now she's a late game hyper carry with Ranger's Focus. This does loads of damage, like tons of damage. She's a hyper carry now because of the skill. Volley is just nice. It keeps range. It slows. Frost Shot is a very interesting skill with the crit going on, and Hawk Shot's just really good utility. Basically, an extra blue trinket to an AD carry, and good vision. It's really good utility. So she has utility with with her alt and Hawk Shot and her slows, and she's a hyper carry with Ranger Focus. So she kind of has it all. So that's why she's number two now. She got some nerfs, or she'd be number one. As the actual number one on my list, it is Sivir. Sivir, really good at AD carry right now. Her laning phase is not the best, but the reason she's really strong is because of her alt. So on the hunt, if you have an engaged team or a good team that's even a little bit ahead, if you on the hunt, it gives you crazy movement speed and some attack speed, and your whole team is really buffed up. It's lots of utility. It's really good. Um, it's like it helps your team engage, helps your team run away. It does so much. On the hunt is crazy good. Um, as for the rest of her kit, Boomerang Blade, it's a fair amount of damage. It's nice. Ricochet is good for pushing lanes, clearing waves, along with Boomerang Blade. Um, and Spell Shield is really nice to play safe. Ultimately, her weakness is lane because I think she pushes it way too hard with Ricochet, and then she's a little weaker to ganks because she doesn't have like a escape. And using your ult to escape isn't necessarily the best idea, but you might have to do it. And Spell Shield is nice though. Spell Shield is good. It's really useful on an AD carry, especially against all the tanky engage supports out there like Blitzcrank, Thresh. So yeah, overall it's really good. So that's it. That's the end of my list. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave comments, questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching.